That's El Capitan right there. Aghatla, there's a story to that. I grew up here on the Navajo Nation. We call ourselves the Dene, which is the people on the land. We're taught to get an education and then come home and help your people. And I took that to heart. Because, you know, as indigenous peoples, that's who we are, right? We're spiritual people. I've been in public service for over 18 years. I guess you could say I was the poster child of a healthy leader because I was 300 pounds at one point, very unhealthy, and telling kids, take care of yourself, exercise, eat good things. One day, one of the young people called me out. He said, you know what, obviously you're not walking the talk. Of course, I felt hurt, but he was right. And so that began my health and wellness transformation. Started walking, setting goals for myself, running half marathons, reading about athletes going plant-based and how they were able to recover quicker. And I said, you know what, I want to be able to do that.
I used to hate running and I used to hate vegetables. And go figure, now I'm a plant-based, ultramarathoner. My body just started to transform on the diet and recovery was faster. I felt more energetic, and just over a span of 15 years of pushing my body in these extreme races and extreme environments, the diet really just had tons of benefits.
Long story short, I lost 100 pounds, and going plant-based helped me. I truly believe that. And you can see the influence of the fast food industry in this community. We see it affecting everyday life. Yet I haven't seen a billboard that says this is where you can go for fruits and vegetables.
For the entire Navajo Nation, there's a total of only 9 grocery stores. And 90% of the store is prepackaged food. Twice a month, we drive 3 hours all the way to Durango, Colorado, to get fresh food.
I have a lot of patients that their main source of food is usually like a gas station convenience store, which maybe will have like 1 or 2 bananas and an apple and that's it, and the rest is all packaged foods.
We were forced on a reservation. Our food systems were decimated. So that was the start of the health crisis of our people.
They gave us flour, they gave us canned food, canned meat. And then that really put us over the edge of being obese, not healthy anymore.
They gave us government rations, flour, lard, processed foods, cheeses. To this day, that commodity food program is still in place.
My family was just taught to take what was there. I guess you could say what was handed to us from the government. You think these things are okay and they're not.
High rates of diabetes, heart disease, cancer.
On the Navajo Nation, definitely our rates of being overweight and obesity are increasing in all age groups. And we currently have an active register of 8,000 patients with type 2 diabetes.
But today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you some of the weapons to fight off diabetes, cardiovascular disease. The Nebich Iñak Food Summit is all about re-educating people about what they eat.
This industrial food system has really destroyed our taste with high sugar and high sodium.
If there's more than 4 lines of ingredients, it's probably really not good for you. Plant-based eating is, if you got beans, then in the ingredients, it just should say beans. We wanted to raise the awareness of how diabetes was wreaking havoc on the Navajo people.
Our youngest diabetic patient is 10 years old. This child is going to be in for a long haul.
Coronavirus infections and deaths are ripping through the Navajo Nation. We're a vulnerable population.
We lost a lot of our elders throughout this time, folks that had diabetes, had heart disease.
Comorbidities are any kind of medical issue that puts you up at higher risk for complications from other infections or other illnesses.
When COVID hit, we didn't have the internal strength for our immune systems to fight off the disease.
We seen families wiped out. So that's where we've been. But yet, we're still here. And we're still gonna be here. For our younger generation.
We need to revert our Diné people back into what our ancestors had grew up on, the plant-based foods that they used to eat. That's the only way we can slay that monster, diabetes.
Traditionally, we were growing crops. We had corn, we had vegetables and fruits grown in our canyons everywhere. And eating whole foods and eating plants was a way of life. Corn, beans, and squash, the three sisters. We encourage our Navajo people to return to growing our foods because, as we know, food is medicine.
Welcome to our farm.
Yeah.
Corn is our main staple, Nostalgia corn. And this here is the final product.
That's gold here, guys.
And that's what's cooking there. Navajo Nation talks about being sovereign, right? But one thing I say is you have no business saying you're sovereign unless you can feed yourself.
Absolutely. Feed your family and help your community and help your nation. I'd love to see one day our fruits and vegetables grown by our farmers to be offered in our supermarkets. And that would be true sovereignty for the Navajo people.
Are you guys ready to run? Give a round of applause to Miss Navajo for putting on these events, these races. We want to show the rest of the country, the rest of the world, that a people, a nation, can take back their health.
For Navajo, there is a health and wellness movement happening here. For the young people, I'm hoping that it will plant a seed for their future so that they can take better care of their bodies. Running is an intricate part of who we are. Running is embedded in our culture. But encourage you to put this up.
I wanted to put this on to promote wellness and health among our communities. And this is what our ancestors used to do as well. Herding sheep in the sand, in the sticks. So I wanted to put this on to also mimic that.
The plant-based diet changed my family. The biggest drastic change is we all look younger. I've lost, I'd say, 100 pounds. For me, health and wellness is everything. It's happiness, it's pure, it's precious.
Health and wellness, it's a very difficult subject to talk about, especially if someone's saying, you know, you need to change
but I am hopeful. It took us many generations to get obese, to get overweight, to get diabetes and all these diseases. Hopefully it doesn't take the same amount of generations to get out of it.